You don't know this yet, but I would touch you. Anyways, this is a long one, folks. Yeah, nickel for every time I've had to say that, right? Anyways, this is a battle with Zaire, and it's a battle I've never done before. It's a roulette battle. So I thought that was really cool, so I wanted to take him up on that. And Zaire is actually one of our subscribers, so it was kind of surprising to run into him on Cerebi. But yeah, he's a really cool guy. We talked on voice chat and stuff, so you guys should check him out. I'll leave the link in the description. But yeah, we had a roulette battle, and I ended up getting Celebi as a lead, and he got Jirachi. So I was fearing the U-turn from Jirachi, but I didn't really care enough to switch because it's a physical Celebi, and I thought I could just Thunder Wave and recover anyway. So I just set up the Thunder Wave on it, and then I tried to Leech Seed twice, and I failed both times, so that's kind of dumb. Anyways, like, this battle has a lot of weird stall wars things that happen, so this is just like us just killing each other and haxing each other and just recovering and just a bunch of stuff like that. It's a mess. But I end up just getting tired of his... This is just like just so many stall wars, but I end up getting tired of his Jirachi, and I switch out to Salamence to get the Intimidate off, because I know it's a physical attacker, and I can set up the Dragon Dance and hopefully get a sweep going. I put Life Orb on this Salamence for this battle, and yeah, so I get +1 attack and speed and finish it off with Earthquake. So that's pretty cool. So he sends out Mamoswine, which is his Donphan, and I was like, oh, dicks! Ice Shard. But yeah, I knew he could probably take the Ice Shard, so I just tried to stay in an Outrage, and I didn't know if a +1 Outrage... Like, I know Donphan's a physical wall, but I didn't know if a +1 Outrage from Salamence would kill it or not, and it does not. He stays in yellow health, and then he ends up finishing me off with Ice Shard, which is just okay. That's fine, I guess. So, I send in my Gengar, and this is usually a Choice Scarf Gengar, but in this battle I put Life Orb on it. He switches out to Snorlax to avoid the Shadow Ball. I go for the Focus Blast, but I know Snorlax is a special wall, so it does a little bit over half. And he uses Pursuit, which doesn't quite one-shot me. So I'm just like, risk the second Focus Blast hitting or Destiny Bond. And I really hate Snorlax. He's one of my most disliked Pokemon, if that makes sense. I just really don't like Snorlax, so I wanted to just Destiny Bond him, because getting that out of the way would just really make me feel better. So I go back out into Celebi to not reveal any of my other Pokemon, who just set up Thunder Wave and get his health back with Leech Seed, and he goes out into Morning Wood, his Sudowoodo. So I'm just like, okay. So I set up Leech Seed and Thunder Wave, and I gain pretty much all my health back and just finish him off with Grass Knots. So I know this battle's kind of annoying to watch. There's a lot of Leech Seed and leftovers and just weird stall wars, but that's what I got in the roulette. I pretty much got a stall team in the roulette with a couple of offensive guys. So Grass Knot doesn't do very much damage because Sudowoodo doesn't weigh very much, but it works out because Celebi gets to recover all of his health back with Leech Seed, and then I finish him off with the second Grass Knot. So that's cool. I got Morning Wood out of the way. He goes out back out into Mamoswine. I thought he was going to Ice Shard, but it wouldn't have done very much anyway, because physical Celebi plus not stab. So I just finish him off with Grass Knot, because I know that he's a physical wall, not a special wall. He goes out into his Jolteon, which is a sub-Pitaya in Jolteon, and he dodges my Leech Seed with Substitute. And I went out into Tyranitar because I know it's somewhat of a special wall in Sandstorm, but he ends up getting a special defense drop on Shadow Ball, which is really stupid. So he Thunderbolts me, which does like half of my damage, like half of what I had. And I use Crunch to break the sub. This is my Choice Band Tyranitar, and I didn't want to lock myself in Earthquake, so I just used a different move that could kill him in case he switched predicting the Earthquake. So he subs again, I break it with Crunch, and I'm at 142 damage, and I didn't really know if a second Thunderbolt would kill me. It just pretty much depended on what the random number generator gave me. And random number generator just really hates me, and I guess... Actually, that's not too bad. It barely killed me, though. That second Thunderbolt just... That barely killed me. So, but it doesn't really matter, because I go out into Jolteon, I go out into Ballsley, which is obviously a special wall, and I tried to Toxic because I was predicting the switch. I really didn't think that he would stay in on Ballsley. I really didn't think that he would stay in, so I tried to Toxic whatever came in, but he ended up staying in, so that's just kind of pointless stalling. I could have just Flamethrowered. And then I Protect to just let Sandstorm and Poison finish him off. So that works. He goes out into Kingdra, his final Pokemon, and it uses Randance, so it's obviously a Swift Swim Kingdra, and he gets 50% on his water attacks, 50% boost, so I was kind of predicting a Waterfall, but I didn't really, I switched out into Ballsley because I was predicting a Waterfall, because this is a physical Celebi, and also I could save Ballsley for later since I poisoned him, and I could just come in and protect once poison damage started racking up. And also I went into Celebi to get up the Leech Seed and just slowly wither him down with Poison, Leech Seed, and Sandstorm, but Sandstorm's now gone, obviously, because Randance, so just Leech Seed and Poison. So I'm just pretty much just slowly withering him down, and that's pretty much how that goes. His Hydro Pump does about 150 damage to this Celebi, so I didn't know if after Leech Seed and Leftovers my Celebi would be able to take another one. So he had to hit a third Hydro Pump in a row, and he could not do it. And I'm not really sure if that mattered. It just really depends on what random number generator did again, but it works out in my favor. So, but that doesn't matter too much. I could have just went out to Ballsley, but it's okay. So I just Grass Knot his Kingdra for the win. So that was really fun. I kind of like the concept of roulette battles, so thanks Zaire for battling me. Thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. Check out his link in the description.